I think everybody, all people in businesses and executives actually want good service, but what do they actually do to improve it? So there is that desire, and so we actually did something about it. And instead of rolling the thing out and leaving it or doing it once a month, we had a daily focus. We had league tables. We had a steering group that never moved from the diary. And I guess people knew that it was an initiative that wouldn't go away. And then we got some leverage by people wanting to be top of the IVR survey, for instance. And we got people waiting for the advocacy scores to come out. And I think what we had here was a real desire to not only show that we were getting better, which we were, and I think in some cases the ResponseTek tool is almost as valuable when you are getting better than when you're in a hole. Like most businesses, we think we know what customers want, and we think we know what upsets them and what pleases them. But the test is when you actually can go out to customers and they tell you, and sometimes it's not the things that you're totally concerned about. We were measuring ourselves on install completion rate, for instance, and it seems that that was a good thing to do, but the real customer measure was you have to turn up when you say you will, and when you don't, that is the advocacy killer. So it helped us solve a problem we didn't know we had. In 10 years, we've never measured turning up on time, staring us in the face. And we're now searching for more advocacy creators from one that we discovered by accident. We wouldn't have had all that. We'd have got some research agency to do some stuff. It would have been 2 months old before we presented it to a board. By the way, we're busy, we've moved on, never track it again. The real churn where people say, well, I don't like your service, I don't like the way that you do business, is at a level now that it's the lowest it's ever been in the history of cable, which is less than 0.7%, which I think is amazing, bearing in mind all the touch points that you have as a customer with NTL. And it's not a coincidence, there's no such thing as coincidence, and it isn't a coincidence that the numbers are better than they've ever been. And by the way, we set out on a journey of improving customer service, measuring it and looking for advocacy scores. We didn't even think about advocacy 2 years ago. I just know that this business is in a better shape than it's ever been.